Drive seat right over there. Hold on, let's see, before you sit down, let me check the cuffs. Are they too tight, or are they...
You might as well just take them off. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I can't take them off yet, man.
This is Andres Ramirez. He has just been arrested earlier that day during a traffic stop and has been sent to the interrogation room. What he doesn't know is that he is the primary suspect in the murder of 24-year-old Camille Garcia. She was discovered 3 days before this interrogation. Her body was discovered in a dumpster. She was wrapped up in blankets and put in a blue tub and had a gunshot to the head. Originally, police had no idea what happened. However, an anonymous tip came through. It suggested that Andres Ramirez could have something to do with it. Officers couldn't bring him in yet, as there wasn't enough evidence, so police followed him that day and caught him doing an illegal turn. This gave them an excuse to do a traffic stop. During the search of his vehicle, they discovered an illegal firearm and proceeded to arrest him, taking him back to the police station. At the start of this interrogation, he has only been told he's being charged with illegal possession of a firearm. This strategy gives the detectives a significant advantage, as they will be able to get information from him that hasn't been manipulated before revealing their actual suspicions. As you're watching the interrogation, notice how the detectives transition from the gun charge to the murder of Garcia, and how Ramirez changes his demeanor.
I introduced myself earlier as Sergeant Allwine with the Sheriff's Office.
Sergeant Corey Speck.
What's your name?
Andres.
Andres? Okay. Nice to meet you, man.
Andrew.
Andrew?
Yes,
Okay.
Hey, that's my name.
Is that your name?
That is my name.
Yeah, we're good. No, we're good. Shut the door. Yeah, shut the door, please.
So, Andrew, you got stopped today and said that there was a weapon in your vehicle.
Yes, sir. I admitted when it was
Right on.
asked.
Okay. Before you're in custody, you know that, right?
Yes, sir.
You're under arrest right now. They arrest you for the
No,
driver's license
yes,
right
sir.
now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but so just because you're under arrest, before I can talk to you and ask you any questions, I got to read your rights, okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of your rights? Ever had them read to you before?
Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I'm going to read them to you. As I read them to you, will you please initial next to them? Once I tell you initial next to one, and that's only if you understand the right, okay?
All right. And what are we exactly on?
This is your rights, okay?
All right.
You have the right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to any counseling. If you understand that, will you initial next to one?
Give me a minute. Baby.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what do you want to speak with me about when we were out there on the scene? Said you wanted to speak with who was in charge. Well, that's Sergeant Speck and I.
Yeah, man, I was, kind of weird how these numbers, they say the numbers don't lie, right?
Sometimes.
What else don't lie?
I don't know.
Say realize. 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 Realize.
Okay. Realize.
Did you catch that?
No, I did not. You're going to have to explain that to me.
Realize.
Realize?
Realize.
Realize?
Realize.
Mm-hmm.
Realize.
Okay.
Realize, okay.
So tell me what you're getting at, man.
So they say the numbers don't lie,
Mm-hmm.
or do they?
And you're talking on another level that I don't understand right now.
Exactly. So let's just say how everything works, man. I've been in and out of things. I can't say like too much of what, but it seems like I guess maybe my county, my city is calling me in some which way, and even more than that, it's like I've been through some things, man, and I've seen some things that. Yeah, you probably wouldn't even probably cope to, or
I don't know. I've been doing this a while.
Not living it though is what I'm saying.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's a lot different, man, and how it works, and like just put it like this, man. Like some of the things, like man, this shit is serious. It's what I mean, and I don't know how to explain it, man. But yeah, it's just like. Kind of the way things happen and shit, you know what I mean, the way I seen it, and they say the root of all evil is money, but yet you come back to it and you look at the money, it says in God they trust, you know what I mean? So at the same time, I've never lost my faith, and a lot of things that happen, And if I was to be able to tell you and break it down, like, sometimes they say, you ever heard that it's an ongoing joke, it's an open joke with somebody you bullshit around with or somebody, but if I tell you I gotta kill you or something like that, right? You've heard that before? Alright, well, say something like that if it was like that, but not that serious, to pertain to, like, somebody who knows a lot, it's intelligent, let's just put it that way, like, it's crazy, man.
So what I heard is there's some things in your past, and maybe even in your recent past, about having to do some things.
And that is?
I'm not sure. Why don't we start off with the traffic stop? Why don't we start there? Okay? You said you know what it's all about, and you wanted to speak to the person in charge.
Mm-hmm.
So, here we are.
So,
we're basically here for you, buddy. We want to know what you wanted to speak about.
What is there that y'all have, I guess, in line of what I would say is in my life? My life has always been controlled, it seems, by the state, man. You wouldn't even understand. This guy probably wouldn't understand, unless he was one of them. Dudley, is that you? Yeah, they've been getting pretty good with Hollywood down here, too. Or unless, look at this guy. Y'all wouldn't happen to have some water or something?
Absolutely.
I'll get some water. Be right back.
Please, sir.
We can get you some water.
I appreciate it.
What we are watching here is called intentional obfuscation, which is the act of deliberately making something confusing to understand. Ramirez is deploying this tactic to buy himself more time, to figure out what information the police have, and to avoid direct questions by redirecting to philosophical conversations. However, unfortunately for Ramirez, the detectives know what he is doing and refuse to go down the rabbit hole, instead redirecting to solid questions that matter to their case. They will let Andres talk, but will always patiently redirect back to the details that matter to the investigation.
So where were you heading to when they stopped you?
I was headed to the store.
The store?
Yes, sir.
What's up at the store? You need something to drink, something to eat?
I was gonna grab a pack of cigarettes, man, and give my brother some change and shit, man. Just, you know what I mean? Putting up with his bullshit, man. You wouldn't even understand, man. He's kind of, you know what I mean, a little lost there, man. But shit, I ain't ever forget. You know what I mean? I love him. I love him to death, man. And it's crazy.
Okay. What about the gun? Why do you have that gun with you?
Making a long story short, it was given to me as a gift, you know, and I mean, I've had it, you know. I've never took anything with it, or, you know, I never planned on it, you know, ever using it or anything like that, but I've kept it home, you know, like, with me for some, and I knew from the beginning, like, you know, and it was like, man, I had it, and it was given to me, and, like, I didn't want to give it to anybody like that, and the person that had given it to, or had given it to me, you know, for some reason they had, there was something, you know, that I had it, man, and I mean, shit, I appreciate it. I've had it, and how would I say? I've always bullshitted around, man, about home security, you know what I mean? Like, you keep, you know what I mean? You keep, like, you know, and it's never been like that anybody's ever been a threat or anything like that, man, but it seems like the closer that things come, man, and I take back and I push forward and I think and, like, trying to, with people and, like, what light and all that shit, man, it, like, damn, man, it'll blow your mind, you know what I mean? But at the same time, man, I've kept, you know what I mean? I've kept saying, you know what I mean? I've thought right, you know, I've never just, you know, at any time, man, and sometimes, you know what I mean, insanity come in, and I push myself, man, you know what I mean? And like I said, I've seen some shit that, you know, that you couldn't even explain, man, like, you know, it's just, yeah, it's been unbelievable sometimes, man, you know what I'm saying, like, the way people think and believe and shit, man, and I can break it down to you, like, what, be like, like, you know, I mean, think about it. Alphabet. Tony, how many letters?
26.
24.
I think it's 26, isn't it?
Oh, Greek? What's the last letter in the alphabet? Actual, like, I mean, it depends on how you take it, English, like, you know what I mean? So.
Let's focus back on today.
Right.
You're going a little far out there for me.
No, that was.
On the alphabet. I'm not even sure how many letters are really there.
Exactly. It's like all in the naming and shit, man. It's just like what people have added to it and shit. Like you don't see it how, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's serious, bro. It's like, you know, fuck, man. It's crazy.
You seem a little nervous today, man. Just a little bit. You're a little high strung.
I mean, nervous, yeah. I guess it would all intake how you could take control of, I guess, the scene, or you know what I mean? I guess you would say vibe, man. You know.
Well, I'm getting that
Right.
vibe from you that you got some anxiety going on.
You see what I mean? But like anxiety, as far as anxiety, what is your definition of an anxiety?
Of anxiety? What's your definition of anxiety?
I mean, that's what we would all go all the way down to, like what you've learned and you know what I mean? Is it like wrong? Is it right? You know what I mean? Like, you know, I've come down to all that shit, man. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, like, you know what I mean? So I just like live my life the way I live it. You know what I mean? And I can't say like, and I ain't trying to take away from it or add to it. Like, you know what I mean? And it's the truth, man. You know what I mean? So you gotta stop bullshitting with me and go ahead.
I'm not bullshitting with you, brother. There ain't no bullshit here.
All right.
There's
no bullshit with me either.
Right
so
on. You said you wanted to talk, man. I'm here to listen. I'm hoping that we can get to the reason you wanted to talk.
Yeah, man. So I guess some of this bullshit or whatever I happen to be put into or got brought my way.
What kind of bullshit? What was brought your way?
Everything.
Like?
My life.
Okay.
I mean, come on now, man. Just from the beginning, like you know what I mean? It seems like, you know, like been watched like fucking constantly, man. Like, you know what I mean? And it seems like I know this shit from the beginning, you know what I mean? And I just go about my business and fucking, man, dude, it's crazy, dude. Shit. And I mean, evidently, right? You see what I mean?
We gotta have a little more than that, man. You gotta have a little more recent time frame as far as what you wanted to speak about rather than your whole life and being watched. You wanted to talk about something, I want to talk too.
So, let's say whatever you got going, or I don't know, evidently you know something because of what I've seen. Like, you know, this didn't happen like that. It's no regular traffic stop. One.
Okay. Now you're making sense.
Right. I see.
So let's keep making sense.
I see. I can read. I see all, like, you know.
Mhm.
I know the difference between.
Well, tell me why you think we're here like this, and why you think the traffic stop went down like that.
I think maybe y'all have something to do with something that happened, as in maybe even somebody being killed.
I'd say you're probably right on track. I'd say that's the most intelligent thing you've said since we walked in. You were right on.
You could have been, you know what I mean, that from the beginning, like, you know what I mean, you had to even cause your scene and all like this. Yeah, I don't, you know.
Are you familiar with what we're trying to look into?
Yeah, possibly very familiar, or at some type of
Let's talk about
vision,
it.
Yeah.
Let's get it out there. Tell me about your vision. Tell me about what you think we're here for, why you think we need to talk about it.
I think maybe y'all are trying to investigate something that happened to somebody, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And somehow, I guess maybe I have a tie to her, or is in, you know what I mean? So,
who's that somebody? What's her name to you? She goes by many different names.
Man, I've known her, I guess C-Doll, that's
C-Doll?
Yeah.
C-Doll, Cash, Cammy, something like that.
That's the thing though, man. I've never, you know what I mean? There's a, you know what I mean? I guess a dude that she's with or something, you know, supposed to be that, you know. I don't know, man. She's with everybody, it seems like, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, right down the road is one of the main parts where she comes from where I stay. My brother right down the street from right there, man. The corner, you can't miss it. You know, they're always right there. You know, that's from where I know her from, where I seen her walk to and things like that. So.
What do you think happened to Camille? What do you want to tell me about it?
As far as
I can see and hear things that in your speech that you want to talk about it.
Right. I mean, as far as I know, man, I don't know, you know what I mean, anything about the girl or anything like that, but let's just say that from what I know of her, like, it's never been like something normal or anything like that. Like, I don't know how to put it to you, or I don't know how to explain to you, like. But the times that she's come around, like, you know how I met her, I don't even like really know her. You know what I mean? She's my brother's friends. You know what I mean? Two of my brothers, that's her friends or whatever, right? But anyway, so when I come into the house and whenever I moved up in there, the girls come in there and, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not them, man. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you know, and I might have a girl, you know what I mean, come by or something, and like, who's this girl? And I'm like, shit, man, I don't know her, you know what I mean? Oh, you got her. And look, man, just, you know, a bunch of bullshit like that. But anyways, yeah, like, as far as I've known her, man, like, I've not known her for very long. Like, a couple times I've ran into her and things like that, you know, and she seems like she comes all over the neighborhood, you know, down right there, walk, you know, across the street, you know, over here, like, you know, and shit, I see everything, man.
Ramirez admits he knew Garcia, but he is trying to trivialize it by making it out as they were only acquaintances. A classic technique that suspects do to distance themselves from the victims. However, though, prior to this, the detectives confirmed with Andres' brother that Andres and Camille had an intimate relationship. Now the officers will slowly press him about this relationship. Instead of confronting him about it, they will let Ramirez change his story multiple times to add to the list of inconsistencies that will be more difficult to dig himself out of later on.
What's your relationship with her?
They don't really have one.
No?
No, sir. I can't say that I ain't ever, you know, had sexual intercourse with her, like, you know what I mean, and things like that, but yeah, shit.
When's the last time?
Fuck, I don't know, about a long time ago.
Really? Because you just told me you hadn't known her that long.
That's what I'm saying, like, I haven't known her, you know, weeks, you know. So
when did you last have sex with her?
Shit. I would say months ago, probably 2 months ago, maybe. Give or take, something like that, maybe 5. And I would probably say, yeah. What'd she say? 3? Yeah, it's about 2 months, I would say.
Would you say she's a pretty girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was but I don't know.
She's pretty. I mean, I've seen her.
She's a good-looking girl. I mean, it's okay. We're all guys here. It's okay. Say, you know, she's a good-looking girl. You were attracted to her. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, some of the times that I've seen her is not too.
She looked pretty attractive there.
Oh yeah. Sometimes.
She's not an ugly woman. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
She's not ugly at all.
Man, shit.
I should.
And so, what's up? What's the question on her?
Yeah, and you know the questions on her we're gonna have. We want to know your relationship with her. We want to know how long you've known her. You want to start there? We've kind of gone over it just a little bit. I'd like to rehash it with you. How long you've known Camille?
I haven't known her that long, or at least. As in, like, talking to her, you know, that doesn't, I can't, how to say, brief who she is or anything like that. I can't really give.
Yeah, man, I'm not asking for a psychological analysis.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. I wish I could give you all that, like, you know what I mean?
No, man, I don't need that. All I need is, how long have you known her? You give me a time frame about how long first time you spoke to her till now.
2 months, man.
To about 2 months?
I would say about 2 months, 3 months maybe.
Okay. When's the first time y'all became sexually involved?
Never, like, really, man. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You told me y'all
yeah,
had
but
been.
that was like, they're not the one, like, you know what I mean? Or like, maybe she was just in it for wrong reason, or and that was the reason we should come around and shit, man. And I don't buy that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm on my business and shit, and the way things work. Like, come on now.
Y'all smash or not?
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't like nothing like that. Like, you wouldn't think, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Come on, you're a dude.
You either do it or you don't.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, but then so.
But there's nothing to it. I mean, but you did it. You did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's the last time?
I would say probably about a month ago.
A month ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd that happen at?
Where did that happen at?
Mm-hmm.
It happened at my house.
See, what we're trying to do is, you know,
I know what you're trying to do.
We're
so.
trying to put together Cammie's history.
Okay.
Everybody that's been involved with her,
And
we're trying to talk.
okay, so pretty much like what the hell and you know what I mean, goes like, you know what I mean? It's already way beyond fucking blown up into, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've already come from the beginning. So why don't we just go ahead and get down to like all that shit and like really like what's going on and shit like that.
Well, you know we found Cammie dead.
Okay. And where is this and what and like tell me.
So we're tracking down everybody that's ever been involved with her.
And it seems like I must be the first one or somebody or.
It's been a long day. You're not the first one.
Oh no, all right, that's good. That's a lot better.
So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to hash out everybody she's been around.
All right.
So let's talk about her. You say y'all had sex at your house about a month ago. So when's the last time she was at your house?
She was at my house about, I say, over a week ago.
Over a week
About
ago?
a week ago.
What was she doing there?
Coming to get high.
Going to get high?
Yeah, man.
Did y'all get high?
No. I mean, I was getting high and shit, but you know what I mean? It's not like you come over here just to smoke my shit, man. You know, tear your ass like you always do. Like, that's all it is. Come and go, you know.
Mm-hmm. Did y'all have sex then?
Nah.
No?
No, sir.
Did you get her high?
I might have gave her some. I might have, you know what I mean? I think I might have gave her some dope or something that she would have wanted, but shit, just when she come in there and like, you know what I mean? That's all that shit, you know? But then you start doing your ways or whatever, start trying to run me and shit. Yeah, nah, you know what I mean? Be on your way, shit. That's exactly what it is.
Did she leave anything at your house while she was there?
Nah. She really took shit.
She never took shit?
She always took shit.
What'd she take?
Just little things, you never know. I guess I had so much shit, or, you know, so many different things, just little things and shit, you know.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just get my bearings on this whole thing, you know? I've got to wrap my head around it.
I mean, dude, if you need some fucking help, dude, go ahead and, deputize my ass or something already, man, because this is a bunch of bullshit, dude. You don't even think I'm fucking, like, that doesn't bother me, and a bunch of other shit, dude. I don't know, and a lot of things that I don't see, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know in between, let's say, the time you wake up on Tuesday morning to about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, where you were. You say you give me 2 different places so far.
That's where I've been. I've either been, like, you know what I mean?
How'd you get to those 2 places?
In the car.
The car that you got stopped in today?
Yeah.
And you drove?
Yeah.
So you've had that car with you the whole time?
Since when?
I'm asking yesterday, did you have that car with you the whole time?
Yes, I believe I did. I want to say I did. No.
No.
No, I didn't. You're right.
I'm
right.
not right or wrong. I'm
You're
not
right.
saying you did.
You know what? You know what? Now that you take me all the way back to it, you're right. No.
Well, let's
I
walk
didn't
back.
have it all.
Let's walk back through that day then and find out where all you and your car were.
We will be skipping almost 20 minutes of the conversation as they are going back and forth in circles. Andres is intentionally doing this to buy time and control the narrative whilst letting out little information, trying to gauge what the detectives know or not. However, the detectives notice this and decide to let Andres have a cigarette break. This a tactical decision to help break the cycle. However, before the break, the detectives want to show Ramirez a picture of Garcia. This is to provoke an emotional response and make Ramirez think about her on his cigarette break.
Yeah.
Damn, she was a pretty girl.
I guess, you know what I mean? I can't really...
Well, you can say she's a pretty girl. That's fine.
You don't think so?
What is y'all think, or what y'all have?
She has beautiful eyes. You don't think so?
She kind of looks like my cousin. His guy's like, yeah, that's crazy.
Kind of looks like what?
My cousin.
Yeah? They don't look like Cito to you?
Yeah, it does, but I'm saying that looks like my cousin too. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Alright, man.
Because I can show you a picture, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, look, this is what I was telling you about. And you can kind of resemble it. Yeah. You can see it resembling it. It's crazy.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go print that out real quick.
I'll take him outside and let him smoke real quick.
I'll print that deal out and then we'll hit the road. Sound good, man?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to put handcuffs on you.
Can we put them on in the
Sure. Good. It is about 18:35. I'm handing this over to Deputy Rubel. He's going to take Mr. Ramirez to go smoke real quick. Put that in your pocket. Thanks. Just have a seat on that bench for me. Yeah, man, today's been a weird day. That's sure. Here, tuck this one behind your ear.
So, what goes on as far as this investigation?
Well, you know by now we're trying to see if you're involved in it.
All right.
Yeah. So that's what we're trying to determine right now is, what level of involvement. We appreciate your cooperation. That gives us a good hint, that you're willing to help yourself out, willing to talk about it. We hope that it keeps going that way. What do you think about it?
Shoot, I mean, there's a lot more than I know. Come to me, like I said, man. Like, if I was to sit down and then fucking explain it all to you, bro, it'd probably like blow your mind, and you'd be like, "What the fuck? Like, seriously?" Like, and I'll be like, "Yeah, dude." And it's like, it wasn't, you know what I mean? It's like the shit that's been after me, and like, it comes down to the fucking money and everything, bro. It's crazy. It's fucking.
Well, you know what? I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it without.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's dude, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like how it gets you involved and all that shit is just, it's. I mean, they say the numbers don't lie, right?
They don't.
But my ID's right there.
See anything bad with Cammy? Yeah. What'd you see bad with her?
Evil, bro.
Evil? What kind of evil she have going on?
She tried killing me.
She tried killing you? Why'd she try killing
I
you?
don't know, but it was after.
How long ago was this?
Wow.
A while ago? Did you have anything to do with Cammy's murder?
No, sir, not necessarily.
Not necessarily?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Possibly. I mean, shit.
Oh, come on, man. That's what we're trying to get down to.
You would think? Would you think? I mean, come on now, man. Think about it, man.
I can't think about it. I'm not in your shoes, brother.
Exactly. Y'all got me under it, and it seems like, you know what I mean? I want to get down to it too, man. Like, y'all wouldn't even know what the fuck, like, is going on and, like, all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Now, I'll tell you right now, Cammy didn't wish for it.
nah.
She didn't wish for what ended up happening to her.
You never wish for that.
No.
Before we start again, you good on your water or you want some more?
Straight back.
All right, man. You know we're gonna try to. You and I talked about it when we were outside. I mean, you got the drift. We're trying to find out if you have any involvement in the way she ended up.
Right.
Us finding her like we did.
Right.
And you mentioned to me that yeah, maybe there was some involvement with how she ended up.
I said, yeah, I said maybe some involvement, like as in, like maybe what I would know or how, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily get the exact word, you know what I mean, or what you're getting at, or...
Well, she was murdered.
Right.
Do you have any involvement in that?
Yes, sir, I did.
Okay. How were you involved in her murder?
I guess I would say, we had an argument, and things wasn't going exactly her way, and like I said, I'm not the person that, you know what I mean, she comes and goes as she pleases, and whenever she came inside or whatever, she already had what she had in mind, and it seemed like I went inside of the couch and she did what she did or whatever, and I don't know, man, but things didn't exactly go her way, and she started saying something to me, and it's like you know, like, and I'm like, what the fuck you gonna do? And I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And she had a knife, you know what I mean? And like, you know, she was already trying to come at me and shit, man, you know?
Right.
And I'm like, damn, and like I said, man, I had, you know, the gun and shit, man, and you know, and it was never, never, man, I would, you know, never thought, man, and that was like, you know, it's like, and I'm like, man, chill, you know what I mean? Like, it's like she came at me and shit, man. She was trying to fucking rip off my necklace and shit, you know, and everything, and so I'm like, man, chill, you know what I mean? Chill, and like all of a sudden, like she just like, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to like, you know, like trying to restrain her, you know what I mean? Just to like, you know what I mean? And I'm telling her, man, put the fucking knife down, man, put the knife down, you know what I mean? I like, you know, and she was like, come on, motherfuckers. And I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, man, just stop. Like stop, right? And she's not stopping. She's like, fucking, like, I don't know, man, but like, fucking arms and shit, like, start twisting and shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and like, she's like, bleh. And I'm like, what the fuck? Nah, man, chill. Like, hey, stop. Like, you know what I mean? Stop. Like, and she's like, just like coming at me like fucking like crazy, man, you know what I mean? It's like everything that I had, man, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like I couldn't no more, man, and I'm trying everything, bro. I'm trying, you know what I mean? My life, like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nah, man, you know what I mean? The something ain't real, like, you know what I mean? And like, it was like crazy, cause like the way her body and shit is, like, you know, and like I'm trying to hold her down, but her fucking like the hips and like the back is like coming up, like lifting me up, like fucking, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, chill, man, chill, you know what I mean? And like all of it, like fucking like that knife, you know what I mean? Like come like that, man, and luckily, you know what I mean, when I had, you know, right there, man, you know, I didn't know anything else, like, you know what I mean? Like it's fucking, you know? Yeah, I pulled the trigger.
You shot her?
Yeah.
Where'd you shoot her at?
I shot her right there at the house.
Which house?
My house.
Where did you shoot her on her body?
Inside.
No, on her body.
Inside of her head.
The side of her head?
Yes, sir.
It has been around 2 hours now, and Andres Ramirez has finally confessed to killing Camille Garcia. This is a major turning point in the interrogation. However, the detectives still need to uncover specific information to be able to dismantle a potential self-defense case. When you watch this next part, notice how their approach changes. They will first position Ramirez as a victim of the situation instead of a cold-blooded killer. Then they will make note of every inconsistency they encounter. By appearing understanding, the officers are creating a space where Ramirez is comfortable and more open, leading to him manipulating details to suit his narrative, which later the detectives will use later against him.
Dude, are you okay? Did she get you with the knife or anything? She hurt you at all?
Nah, she didn't hurt me at all or nothing, man. It's just...
I mean, literally, are you okay? If she had a knife, I need to...
Yeah, she had a knife on her, man. But like I said, when the way things happen and shit, like, I didn't know what to do, you know what I mean? I
Right.
didn't want to tell nobody nothing and shit, and I'm like, dude, like, this shit ain't right, you know what I mean? Looking at it, I want to, like, look at her, man, you know what I mean? But, like, when I did, like, her shit was, like, fucking, I'm like, what the fuck, man? Something is not right, dude. Something was not right, like.
Y'all been getting high or something, or what was the deal? Can you walk me back through that backstory?
I mean, as far as getting high, man, like, I hadn't seen her. I hadn't, like, that's what you don't understand. Like, I don't ever, like, when I see her, like, she just comes and just, like, you know, I could fucking even think, you know what I mean? Like, be thinking of this shit and, like, just fucking crazy shit would happen and she'll just show up out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, out of fucking nowhere, bro. And, like, you know what I mean? And, like, the people that she says, like, she was, like, fucking, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like, one minute she'll be there and then the next fucking she'll just be split gone.
That doesn't sound like a normal person.
Exactly. You know?
When did this all happen, man?
This happened, shit. It's already been a long time ago.
Like how long ago?
Like, I guess whenever y'all would say, I don't know. Probably, I don't know, days ago, I guess, whenever, I don't know. I wouldn't exactly say.
Today's Wednesday.
Probably about 3 or 4 days ago, I would say.
3 or 4 days ago?
I'd say about 3 or 4 days ago, possibly.
Okay.
4 or 5 days.
That's a long time compared to what I see on her body. I look at her body we saw yesterday, and it doesn't look like it happened 4 or 5 days ago. It looked like it happened either yesterday, probably yesterday. You think that's possible?
I don't think it was yesterday, no.
You don't think so?
No, sir.
Okay. We can work on that. We'll work on that here in just a second. Let's go with you. Nobody's calling you. You're wondering what the fuck to do. You're sitting there. How did the body get out of your house, man?
I took it.
Okay.
Yes.
How did you get it out of your house?
Myself, you know what I mean? Put it in the deal and fucking.
What's the deal? I don't understand what the deal is.
In a blanket.
What kind of blanket?
Just regular wrapped up blue blanket. There was all kinds of them in there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I just wanted to have everything. Man, I know what the fuck. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, this shit is not right. Like, you know what I mean? And like, what I would like wanted, you know what I mean? People to like, and it's like, nah, man. You can't see shit like that. Like,
you wrapped her up in a blanket, and then what'd you do with her?
And I put it inside the deal in the car.
What's the deal?
In the car.
What did you put her inside of?
Inside of a bin.
A bin? What color is your bin? Blue bin?
Yeah.
Did you put anything around that bin?
No, besides just the covers that she was in and stuff like that, whatever. You know.
Tape it or tie it or anything?
I did try to keep the deal around it. You know what I mean? So
what the deal?
It was a rope.
A little rope. What kind of rope? A white rope.
Yeah.
And what color was the blanket?
There was one that was gray. There was probably one that was black. There was probably one that was like, I don't know, different colors and stuff, like a suede-ish color. You know.
How many shots did you fire?
I didn't even want to fire one.
I understand.
Though.
Just one shot?
I mean, shit. You know, man. Come on.
I do.
Stop bullshitting.
But I'm not trying to bullshit you, Andres.
All right.
Brother, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to do anything. What I'm here to do is just get you to tell me your side of the story.
And that's the thing, though, man.
So it's
you know
one
what I mean?
shot?
And that was it.
Were you in front of her? Were you beside her? Behind her? How was this?
Yeah, I was.
Can you stand up and show me?
I was on the side of her.
Can you stand up and show me?
Yeah.
If I'm her,
Yeah.
right. Hey, this is my left side. This is my right side.
Right.
Where was she standing?
Like she was already coming like
Coming right here?
Yeah, she was already like coming towards me. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And so like what I like, you know what I mean? Like what I did, like you know what I mean? I like pushed her back like this way. You know what I mean?
Man, go ahead, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
like,
show me
you know
what you
I mean?
did.
Like you know what I mean? And
Uh-huh.
like she was already like down on the deal. You know?
Was she on the ground?
Mm,
Or like?
Nah, she's standing up.
She's standing up.
Yeah, she's standing up and she got the knife and she's coming at me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so like I grabbed the knife like
Hey,
that.
Court, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you set this outside the room for me?
And-
What arm does she have the knife in? What hand?
Dude, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cuffs off as soon as I put that. We're not going to smoke in my building though, okay? But we'll get you back out there to smoke here in a second. Anyways,
So anyways, like she's coming at
hold
me.
on 1 second.
She's coming at me with a knife, you know what I mean? Like, and
Right.
you got to remember now, I'm sitting down
Where are you sitting?
on the couch.
On
there
the
was
couch?
There was one across it, and one right here, you know.
Could you draw me, like, a picture of the room in the house that you live in? Can you draw that for me? Man, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I just got to wrap my hand around.
You know I can.
I just got to wrap my head around it, okay? Let's see. Go right here like this. okay? And here's a Sharpie.
Alright, so look, check it out. The couch is right here. Right, there's another.
Where's the front door?
Right here. There's a front door right here. Alright, so she's right here, you know what I mean?
Where are you?
I'm right here. That's
Okay.
me. Alright, so, and she's right here. So, like, I'm sitting down, and, like, when I see it come up, she's got the knife, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? She's talking
Can you put
shit.
an X where you are?
Yeah, I'm right here.
And put an X where she is, or a 0 or something. Like tic-tac-toe, man, just show me two
So
different.
she's right here, right? So I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And I see the knife in her hand, and so she gets up, and she's like, well, like, what the fuck? And then, like, you know what I mean? About whatever, dope, money, you know what I mean? And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about, first of all? So, you know what I mean? And so she comes at me, and I'm like, you know what I mean? The only thing I think I can do is, like, you know, hey, like, fucking do something, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I come and I get her, I restrain her, you know what I mean? She's going crazy, and I'm telling her, hey, let go of the knife, let go of the knife, you know what I mean? Like, there's a big...
So, she's got the knife over here, you get up and go over there.
Like, right there in the middle,
Right
you know
in the
what I
middle?
mean? Yeah, like, 'cause she's
Y'all
already...
meet in the middle, and what
she's
happens?
already up, like, you know
If
what I
I'm
mean?
her and I've got this knife,
Right.
what happens?
So I get her like this,
Uh-huh.
and then I spin her down that way,
Uh-huh.
and like I'm telling her, hey, let go of the knife, let
Uh-huh.
go of the knife,
Right.
and she's like, nah, you know what I mean? So like, and I got her like that.
You
like,
can just stay on me like I'm
like,
her,
I'm
right?
like the side of the couch, like I'm going down
Uh-huh.
like, on her like that,
Like
right?
this?
Yeah. Well, see, I'm going down on her,
Uh-huh.
and like she's trying to like come with the knife,
Right.
but like when I have her like right here
Uh-huh.
in her arms, like
Uh-huh.
like her fucking like her arms like started twisting because I wanted to get the knife, right?
She going up with the knife? Or down with the knife?
Like coming, it's still coming up.
Still right,
Yeah.
okay.
And then like I got her arms like her hands right here like
Mhm.
this, but her fucking elbows and shit are like
She's trying to get away from you?
Like not trying to get away from, like trying to get, you know what I mean? And
Okay.
I'm telling her, let go of the knife. Like I'm not gonna do nothing to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not gonna do anything to you. You know what I mean? And it's
What's
like
she saying?
she's doing all that growling shit. Like,
Okay.
you know what I
Right,
mean? And
yeah.
like then when I have her down like this, and I'm like trying to go like. She's already coming back up like with her hips and like
Right? She's trying to lift you back up?
yeah, but she is like
Right.
up off the ground, but like high in the motherfucker, like you know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's not normal, you know what I mean? Because like the way she stands, like you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm still trying to do it, and I'm trying to
Let's
tell her,
just say
I'm telling her
it's-
stop.
Right.
I'm telling her stop, dude. I'm telling her stop. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? Let go of the knife, man. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Don't fucking do this to me. Like I don't know, you know what I mean? And then she's like continue like
Right.
that, and like all I could do, like you know what I mean? If there was anything, if I would have let go or did anything besides all I could do was just to fucking grab, you know what I mean? And for some reason it was right there, man, and that's all I could do was just, you know what I mean? At just one time and just. Hold on, man.
Kind of show us how it happened, that you remember.
When
Like,
you
she's
grab
like
her-
that, she's trying to get
right,
up.
and so she's down like this, right?
Uh-huh.
And like I got her, and then finally like I'm on top, you know what I mean? And I'm telling her stop, you know what I mean? And she's coming at me with a knife. She's still coming at me, and like you know what I mean? All I do is I grab the gun like that, and I tell her to fucking stop. And like when she comes like that, like to the
Like this?
yeah, like that. All I could do was just, you know what I mean? That's
Just,
all.
just squeeze the trigger?
Yes, sir.
One time.
One time
And where to hit her?
in the head.
Where at in the head? Point
Here
it.
inside.
Prosecutors were able to use his interrogation video against him in trial by showing the inconsistencies in his story. Ramirez claimed a violent struggle had occurred between him and Garcia. However, he had no injuries or cuts that could have indicated a struggle with a knife. The gun shot to the head was shown by forensics to be at very close range. The evidence also showed that she was lying on the sofa when she was shot. The motive was never confirmed, but testimonies suggested Andres had possessive feelings toward Camille. However, she didn't feel the same way. Ramirez left 2 children without a mother. Andres Rios Ramirez was charged with first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.